Hello everyone, I'm back with another review of a comic book. This one is Femforce Issue 190. I've reviewed Femforce Issue 188 and 189 in other videos, and this this is the next chapter in an ongoing storyline. So I thought this would be the next one to do. Let me give you a look at the cover to the issue. So the cover has She-Cat and a Sekhmet controlled version of herself coming at her out of a mirror by Coyle and Black. I believe Eric did the pencils, Eric Coyle did the pencils, and Bill Black did the inks and colors. So this is the cover. This is the latest issue that's out, and I think that Femforce issue 191 is supposed to be out later this month, but this is the last one I've got. It's again, Femforce is published by AC Comics down in Plymouth, Florida. Mark Heike is the editor-in-chief and publisher. Bill Black, who wrote and did some of the art chores on this book, is the former publisher, former editor-in-chief, and kind of founder of AC Comics. And so it's always good to see, to see Bill back in comics. He's working harder in retirement than most people do at their full-time jobs. So this, as I said, it continues the storyline from that started with 188 and 189. So Alizarin Crimson, who is one of Night Vale's kind of her arch nemesis. Night Vale's a sorceress who is been a founding member of the Femforce. She was originally the Blue Bulleteer in AC Comics history, and Alizarin Crimson is kind of her rival sorceress, or the main rival sorceress. So she's been made her first appearance in the book before they ever got to the 10th issue, and this is now the 190th issue, and she's still around. So she's primarily a foe of Night Vale, but she's because of that, she's often been foiled by the Femforce as a team, and so she dislikes the entire team. She has teamed up with another individual who has an axe to grind with several members of the Femforce. Through Alizarin Crimson's machinations, she's been able to get part of Night Vale's Cloak of Darkness, which is a mystical artifact that gives Night Vale great power. Night Vale's power has been therefore cut in half, and then Alizarin Crimson has this half of the cloak, which she has used to help Richard Latimer become the Dream Shroud, and he's able to go into people's dreams and incapacitate them to the point where they're comatose. So that's what he has been doing, and she has been overseeing with members of the Femforce. As of the end of the previous issue, everybody had been, Miss Victory, Terra, Sin, Stardust had been incapacitated, as well as Miss Victory's husband, Paragon, and Night Vale is at half strength and is not currently involved in the storyline, does not know what's been going on. So that is where we come in with Alizarin Crimson now going after She-Cat, and the story opens with General Strock, who is the Femforce's liaison to the military, witnessing this dream shroud attack on She-Cat by using a version of She-Cat that's been taken over by Sekhmet. Sekhmet being a very real character, and the character that provides She-Cat with her powers. Otherwise, she would just be kind of a normal person with some level of fitness and skill, but Sekhmet allows her, gives her ferocity and bloodlust, and it makes her really a feral fighter. Ultimately, again, the Dream Shroud prevails, and now with She-Cat's incapacitation, Alizarin Crimson has 5 members of the Femforce who she transports to her sanctum for their final disposal. Strock, having witnessed what just happened, teams up with the Scarlet Scorpion, and Night Veil is reached. She is now Blue Veil. Having lost part of her powers, she is not at full strength as Night Veil, so she's calling herself Blue Veil. She comes, and a plan is formulated to somehow defeat Alizarin Crimson, and that provides the bulk of the rest of this issue of the story. General Strock plays a great role in this. She really kind of becomes a member of the team, though she has no superpowers. With Night Veil sorcery, she's able to have some paranormal assistance, essentially, that helps her as she becomes the crux of the plan to defeat Alizarin Crimson and save the other Femforce members from whatever fate Crimson has planned for them. So that is the first story. Its artwork is Eric Coyle and Bill Black. And let me provide you with a sample of that artwork. So this is General Strock in civilian attire, but she is has been the liaison to the military for the Femforce for several decades now, and in the comic book, in terms of in the publishing of the comic book. This is She-Cat and Sekhmet's battle, and Sekhmet prevailing, and back to Crimson's lair, and then all of them being mystically transported. This is Miss Victory, Sin, Stardust, and Terra, and then here's where Scarlet Scorpion and Strock join in, and then this forms the beginning of the planning to have some sort of rescue. So that's the art for that story. Actually, let me go here. So, and this is the end of the first story. And obviously to be continued in issue 191. So when that's in my hands, I will probably do a review of that issue. But you can see where we are. There is a very quick Stormy Tempest story. It is only 2 pages long. Behold, yuck. And I have to believe it was a Bill Black art story, totally the art and story. Stormy Tempest is one of his original characters, and she is a space cop, essentially. But this is the first page of that story. So then there's another story in the book, and it is this one. And this story is scripted by Andrew Haunt. Andrew Haunt is a Femforce fan. He's been doing, he's a comic book writer. He's written numerous stories for the pages of Femforce over the last several years. And, usually has very fun, well put together stories. Bobby Ragland did the pencils. He, some of his layouts that I've seen, just in terms of the pencil layouts that I've seen on Facebook that he's done, very talented, excellent work. And it's classic American superhero comic book stuff, which I appreciate. I look forward to seeing his pencils and his work. So the inks are by Jeff Austin. Jeff Austin has been inker on the Femforce book for many, many years now. He is just a fantastic inker. Not enough people know how good he is. When the book was in black and white, in particular, he really shined. He gave so much texture and depth to the artwork with his inks, and he's had to, for color, he's had to kind of pull back on some of the inking to leave room for a colorist to provide some of that shading and some of that light and shadow decision making. But Jeff is, just a fabulous inker. So, colors by Josh Rodriguez, and I am not familiar with him, but I think he did a pretty good job. I like these colors. They are vibrant and very colorful, and the superheroes stand out, the costumes stand out, people look different. You don't mistake people one for another. He's chosen different hair colors, different costume colors, clothing colors. So I think excellent job. I'd like to see more coloring work from him as Femforce moves on in the future, because I think he's done a really nice job here. This is to my mind, this is a without being garish and overdone and over bloated, this is really a precise coloring job. I don't know if that's the right word or the word that I want, but it fits the book, it fits the style of the book, and it's not overdone, but it's bright and colorful. So I like his coloring a lot. The story, great fun. We have kind of a battle between Stardust and several others as we move through the pages of it. It's a very action-packed story, and of course Stardust prevails. I say of course because it's kind of her story, and she's got the lead on this one. Again, this is classic storytelling and classic comic book art. I enjoyed the heck out of the last story and the first story really. I'm can't wait to read the end of I can't wait to read the next issue to find out what happens next with the Femforce story. So that is all I want to talk about for this video. If you are enjoying my Femforce reviews, if you would like me to do more reviews or reviews of other books, I'm planning on doing that. I have some independent books. I have some older comic books that I'd like to talk about. So you'll see some more reviews popping up on the channel. They won't all be Femforce. I'm going to branch out. But these are really the ones that are the most near and dear to my heart. So these are the ones that I figured I'd start with. And this current storyline with Femforce and them going back to color really presented a good opportunity to review several of their books at a time. So that's where we are. But thank you very much. If you enjoyed the video, like and subscribe. Especially if you subscribe, if you want more content like this. The more people I can reach, the more people I can clue into the Femforce and get excited about the book, the happier I'm going to be. And I think the happier you all will be as readers of comic books. So thank you, and have a great day.